welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rhonda Lohnert.
And always about mental health, I'm Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
The Authentic Rebel Speaker Series is an unprecedented digital event promising to inspire and challenge individuals across the globe to embrace their true selves. It's about mental health awareness and the relentless pursuit of answers and hope. Joining us today, the MC for this great Authentic Rebel Speaker Series, Miss Anita Stubenrauch, joins us this morning. Miss Anita, thank you for taking time out for us today.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
We dig into the subject of behavioral health quite frequently here on the chat, and this is a new series and a new way to approach it. Tell us a little bit about the Authentic Rebel Speaker Series.
Yeah, it's a 2-day digital event featuring true stories of transformative experiences. And we've gathered folks from all walks of life to share their struggles, their triumphs, and lessons learned along the way. And it's put on by the Authentic Rebel brand. They're a story-driven community platform where members can connect, express themselves, and learn. And this is the way that founders Jen Angovic and Heidi Miller are launching this platform to the world.
Now, you speak about embracing your true self. How important is that? Is that like the foundation of all of this? And let's just say that you really don't know your true self. What can that lead to?
I mean, each of our 18 speakers have had their own personal make or break moment where they chose to be authentically themselves. It's so important because when people do that, it gives us permission to be authentically ourselves. And not to be dramatic, but that can literally save lives. One of our speakers, Ann Moss Rogers, suffered a devastating loss when her teenage son committed suicide. But by processing and sharing her experience publicly, by being, as she puts it, emotionally naked, she has created a movement to prevent suicide and prevent suicide from devastating others. And each of our speakers have found their path forward by being like authentically, rebelliously themselves.
So basically, it's the authenticity that is the framework of the whole deal.
Yeah, and the rebelliousness part is really that, you know, is a lot in our world that asks us to conform. It makes it easier for other people, you know, but that can do a lot of damage to ourselves sometimes. So it's finding our way forward and understanding really what's inside of us that the world needs, you know, and bringing that to the front.
I see this in other parts of medical and different, especially support and therapeutic type of groups when we talk about medical. And I see that this is something that you guys are trying to do. Is it the peer-to-peer, someone who's been there, done that? How important that is to someone who's in the middle of the storm, who's in the groundwork right now? How important is it to draw those connections of, hey, I've been there too, and this is how I did?
I mean, I think maybe that's one reason why, you know, it's so moving and meaningful for me to be a part of this event. You know, I have struggled with mental health, depression. I have struggled with suicidal ideation, you know, and I can understand when people are in their darkest moments. I don't judge it. I just understand. And each of the speakers, you know, that may not have been explicitly their path, but they have been confronted with that choice, you know, be myself or not. And it's in moments where I have been able to connect with what my heart and soul really needs, that I've found my path back to joy and back to connection, back to community, back to creativity. So being part of an event where people can find and see themselves in others and their stories, that might help to spark a little bit of light and illuminate the path for themselves.
Well, I'm curious, is this really something for everyone of every age? And the reason that I ask is, you know, I remember growing up, and my particular situation was I was a pastor's daughter. And so conforming was something that I thought I had to do. Not that my parents told me I had to or behave a certain way, but other people did. And so, you know, so I grew up that way. And then when I got married very young, and I found I really did not know who I was. I knew who people thought I should be, And so I struggled a lot with that. So is this something that teens and maybe even younger can benefit from?
I believe so. Some of our speakers are actually quite young. I don't know how exactly the youngest. I think it might be 18, 19. Um, but yeah, I believe that this event is beneficial for people who want hope instead of despair, people who want direction instead of distraction, who want unity instead of division. Really, almost anyone who has a story inside them that the world needs to hear.
The Authentic Rebel Speaker Series, the relentless pursuit of answers and hope of mental health awareness. Miss Anita, where can people sign up and be a part of this digital event?
To learn more and register, you can visit authenticrebel.co/speaker series.
The event will take place on February 19th, today. It's getting ready to kick off here in a little bit.
It actually is taking place Friday and Saturday.
Oh, Friday and
February
Saturday,
23 and 24, starting at 5 p.m. Central.
5 p.m. Central, so you can be a part. You still have time to sign up for that and be a part of it. Miss Anita, thank you for being a part of the solution. When we talk about behavioral health here in America, we need more avenues and access like this. We appreciate what you guys are doing.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, ma'am. The Authentic Rebel Speaker Series, we'll have a link on our website so you can find out more information and be a part of it. Thank you so much for your time today, ma'am.